But what's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Or you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. This what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to, I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Bird was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yana Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped here everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Get me up in my DMs, I do want to see if you have some thong or blue, jock strap, something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
I'm here. Never fear. I'm here. I am here. What is going on? What is going on? What up? What up? What up? What up? What is up, people? What is up? We are here. Chicken, get your chicken here. We here. Let the people know that we have our face in the place. Yes. We are here. What's going on, y'all? How's your Thursday going? The dossier today is quite packed. I'm not going to even waste a lot of time with preliminaries. I'm just sending out messages. I'm just posting. I'm just going to post that I am live because I got to get through all of this. It's a lot going on today. I had to stop putting stuff in the dossier, and the reason that I did that was just a lot of stuff that will spark some conversation. So I want to give us some real estate to have that conversation. So yeah, give me just a second. Let me post this on the community wall. So we can have some time to do this thing. All right. Let me take some attendance, say hi, and then we're going to get this party started. We can't waste no time. Hey, Tracy WLC, Volvo, hey, Cookie, Cassandra, Lady Bell. What is going on? Mamiana, how are you, my love? See, now I don't forgot how to do the pronounce. I'm gonna just call him Bam. We gonna call your boo Bam. That's gonna be his name because I don't forgot the pronunciation already from yesterday. Tell him I said, "What's good, bruh? What is up, lovely 31 blueprint? How are you, my love?" She said, "I am here, universe soul goddess. How are you, Montrez? What up? What up? What up? You see how I tried to change that today, Montrez? Every day I always say, 'What's good, bruh?' And today I wanted to change up and say, 'What up, Montrez?' Or should I go back? Montrez, should I go back to 'What's good, bro?' You tell me, Montrez. I just need to know. I'm just saying. Who else we got? Fran, what's going on? I see you in the place. Xavier finally coming to class on time. Um, the internet has been interneted, child. It's a lot going on. You say you like both of this. I don't know, Montrez. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know till it come out my mouth, but we'll see we'll see every day how we do. Anyway, y'all, give me one. Hey, Gabby, what's going on, boo? What is going on, honey? I am getting better. Um, I've stopped taking a lot of the meds because I don't necessarily need to because it's getting better. I got one more day of the Z pack and I should be good to go. Um, so yeah, we should be good. You know, God willing, by the weekend we'll be good. Ciao. You know it's gonna be a time. It's always a time up here. You know we have great shows over here. We really really do. We really do. You know we get to say whatever we want to say over here. Let our hair down unapologetically. We don't have to be judged or adjudicated. We don't have to have people look at us sideways. We could just be over here having a good time. I'm just saying. Um. Well, it that is in the dossier, Lady Bell. That is in the dossier already. So, just know we will be discussing that. I did see that Justin Bieber wife is pregnant. They didn't make the dossier. I don't care about those white people like that. The people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. I don't really be caring about them like that. So that's all you're gonna get. Justin Beaver kid, his mom, his baby, his girl, his wife or whatever. She's 6 months pregnant. That's all I got for you. I don't care. Moving on. Go with God. Um Deidre Douglas, we gonna talk about it. I know all of the Bodak Yellow Barty gang, whatever y'all call yourself, y'all gonna be up in here. Y'all might as well come up in here now. Y'all might as well come up in here now. Cause y'all know I do not mind going in on the people when it's time for me to go in. Where's really be? You know she a big Cardi B fan. Anyway, let's get this party started. I am wearing the Denver Nuggets today. Yes, I am. I'm not a Denver Nuggets fan. I'm not. I'm a Boston Celtics fan and a Miami Heat fan. Boston Celtics is my favorite team. The Miami Heat is my second favorite team. Don't read anything into this. I'm just saying. I mean, the Denver Nuggets right now are struggling. They're down 0-2 to the damn Minnesota Timberwolves. So yeah. I guess congratulations to the Beavers. I don't really care about these people like that. Let's moving on. Go with God. Let's get down to the dossier. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. All right. We're starting off real light and easy. Um so Myrtle Urkel. Stefan Urkel. Jilia White is now married. He's off the market. For those of you all that were, in his DMs doing all you can to be chosen. He's got a mayonnaise mama on his licking hole. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Jilia White, he got married. He has a mayonnaise mama on his licking hole. Yeah, he married this white woman. Now I know all of y'all were really. I know that this is a tragic. This is tragic news for a lot of y'all. I know a lot of y'all have been feverishly DMing this young man. I know many of you all were doing everything in your power to be the next Mrs. White or Mr. White or whatever, but you missed your opportunity. He married Nicoletta Rule at Los Angeles's Riviera Country Club this past weekend, and that's according to People Magazine. There's a lot of pictures. She ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but this is what they do. They pick, something descended from the Caucasus Mountains that ain't about shit, don't look like shit, and just something so that can, I guess boost up their status or whatever. We've already gone down this road. Yeah. I, what do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? I don't have anything. Um, They say they met in the early days of the pandemic. They went Instagram official in 2022, and now they're married. They met while running at a UCLA track. I don't even know why I'm going through all of this story because I really don't give a damn. I just needed something to start the party, get the party started. I know y'all are going to be in, in the fetal position. Hey, China White. Hey, Tracy C. I know women across America will be laying in the fetal position tonight, weeping and sobbing profusely at the thought that he's now off the market because everyone was clamoring to be the next Jilia White, Mrs. Jilia White. I'm just saying. Ain't she pretty? Lord. Myrtle Urkel, you can have her. Yeah, well, hey, Miss Trisha P. Miss Trisha P, is you sad over there? Listen, Gabby, Mama thought she did her big one over there, honey. Mama said she got her a nice piece of dark chocolate, and he said he got him a mayonnaise mama on his licking hole. I'm just saying. White friends, crisis center calls going through the roof. I mean, there has to be support groups that people have started across the fruited plains to help people get through this. Hey, cross country cruiser, boo, what's going on? Child, they can have each other. They can have each other. I'm just saying. Oh, you was one of the people in his DMs, Xavier, because you wanted a chance. You wanted to be able to call him daddy, daddy. You wanted that to be your daddy. I'm just saying. Hey, Angela, y'all women right now are just besides themselves at the notion that this man is off the market, and now this mayonnaise mama is over here, that snatched him up. I'm gonna say a prayer for y'all. Listen. I'm here to help y'all get through this. I am here to help y'all get through this because I know it's tough. I know it's hard, but we got to keep moving. I told you the dossier is real packed today, and we ain't got this type of time. Hey, Ravine. Ravine, I know you is over there real sad. Okay, Ravine, I know you are over there damn near, suicidal almost at the notion that he's off the market. Because I know you were planning to be the next Mrs. Jilia White. I know all y'all was in his DMs. His DMs have been packed. And now that he married, they're going to be real packed because they love a good married man. Sir, go with God. We have nothing for you. Go with God. In more news about white people that I just really don't care about, but I guess I'm supposed to because I'm supposed to act like I got a heart and like I have emotions, even though y'all know for real, I don't really have no emotions like that. Kris Jenner, she has some health issues. So apparently, she announced that she has a cyst and a little tumor. She delivered the news to her family in a dramatic clip from the upcoming season of The Kardashians. She didn't even tell her daughters until they saw the clip. But in a recently released teaser for the 5th season of The Kardashians, Kris Jenner is sitting in a room with Khloe, Kendall, and Kylie, as well as her boyfriend Corey Gamble. And then she just told them the bad news. She said, quote, "I had my scan. They found a cyst and like a little tumor." And everybody, was consoling her. Everybody was shocked, surprised, so forth. She didn't specify if it was cancerous, and she did not elaborate on whether the tumor was cancerous, and she didn't elaborate on the cyst. They can sometimes be caused by cancer, but not all the time. And she didn't really elaborate, but we don't know the prognosis. She didn't go into details. She just needed a dramatic moment. I don't know what she's to look at. Maybe, y'all go over there and rub her on the back. You know what I'm saying? Go, let her put her head on y'all's shoulder and y'all help her cry with her. Okay. So the baby blood not working. You know what? I'm not doing this with you, Deidre Douglas. Ma'am, I mean, we'll keep you in our prayers. I don't know what else is. I don't know what else you want from me. I mean, we'll put you on the sick and shut in list. All right, that's we'll have the church mothers. They'll pray for you. Okay, when they do intercessory prayer and stuff like that, we'll put you on the list. Okay, on the sick and shut in list. I mean, it's always attention seeking for them. I have nothing for you, ma'am. Go with God. So let's just get here. All y'all Cardi B fans, just come on in the room. Just have a seat. I just wish she would just shut the fuck up sometime and why does she? Oh God, let me give y'all this story. So let me just read this, what's written first, and then we can discuss. And this is coming from TMZ. Cardi B thinks anyone who's offended over her not being able to identify the designer of her dress is faking outrage. And she's got an explanation for the brain fart. In case you missed it, Cardi had a bit of a deer in the headlights stare when Emma Chamberlain, representing Vogue, interviewed her on the carpet Monday at the Met Gala and came up empty-handed on the designer's exact identity, referring to them only by their ethnicity. The dress was put together by Chinese designer Sen Lee of Windowson, but Cardi wasn't able to come up with the name in the moment, referring to them as, quote, Asian and everything, end of quote. Of course, many have, dog walked her on the internet in the aftermath of all of this, suggesting she was being racist by saying that. But Cardi says she only did that because the actual name escaped her and she wanted to be as accurate as she could with the info she remembered offhand. She also addressed Vogue's former managing director Gilbert Chia, who gave her a healthy tongue lashing for what he deemed a distasteful response. Cardi barked back, though, maintaining it was better to say Asian instead of the wrong nationality or nothing at all, and discredited Chia's digs altogether, saying his opinion was irrelevant since he no longer holds a position at Vogue. In terms of why she says she forgot the name in the first place, she said her mind was on a million things at once in that moment, and it was simply an innocent mistake, not intentional. The designer actually hasn't shown any sign of anger, doesn't, hasn't really reacted because this is all publicity for them. Yeah. So do y'all want to see what Cardi had to say? Shall we listen? I don't got time. It's like 2 minutes. I don't have this type of time. I have other things I could do in my life. I'm not finna listen to 2.5 minutes of Cardi B because the way I see it. Let me say this. First of all, by you referring to when they asked you who this person was, and you said, yeah, they Asian and everything. Wait, what? That is offensive. That's offensive as hell. Now, if somebody wants to deem it racist, if an Asian person wants to say they deem that racist, I can't be mad at them because I can't tell those people how to react and how they should feel. Because if it was a black designer and you said, oh, they black and everything, I probably would be offended. I'm telling you, I would be offended. So if members of the Asian community want to dog walk you and say, girl, that's offensive to me, I can't blame those people. I can't blame them. When they asked you, first of all, ma'am, I don't even buy that shit because you've been to the Met Gala many years now. And anybody who's going to the Met Gala, you have one job. Your only job is to know who the fuck made the goddamn shit you got on. That's the first question they ask you. That's the one question you're going to be asked over and over and over and over and over. Who are you wearing? Who are you wearing? Who are you wearing? And your one job is to be able to say, I'm wearing whoever, ... So all of this, I had a million things on my mind and I couldn't remember it. And so the first thing you said was, oh yeah, she Asian and everything. Bitch, what? But y'all always got apologies for this whore. Y'all always got apologies for this whore. Y'all got apologies trying to make her black, and the whore is not black. She's never gonna be black in my book, so y'all can save it. Don't even come over here with these comments talking about, oh, she's never going to be in my book, so y'all can have it. Y'all let her get out here and say the N-word and all kinds of stuff. Y'all always explain away all of her fuck shit. And let's be clear, for all of this shit, the woman doesn't even have the career, or she doesn't even have, what, she got one album? I think she has one album, if that's even a whole album. And y'all be over here windmilling for this whore like she's the greatest thing ever to come out of the entertainment industry. And I just don't understand this shit. I just don't understand you people. This woman out here being completely offensive to the entirety of the Asian population. Oh, she Asian and everything. I don't buy that shit. Oh, I had a million things on my brain. Fuck you. You're a fucking liar. Because anybody who walks the red carpet, whatever the color the fucking carpet is at the Met Gala that year, your ass has one job, and that's to know who the fuck you got on. Because they're going to ask you. That's the only thing people want to know. Who are you wearing? That's the only thing they ask you. Who are you wearing? Who are you wearing? You're going to be asked that 8,000 times. You can't tell me, oh, I don't even remember. Girl, I had a million things on my mind. Girl, what you had on your mind? It wasn't like you ain't got no songs to perform. You ain't had nothing to do but walk around. People was carrying your dress for you. You had one job, to sit there, let people carry this stupid dress for you, walk, and remember the lady's name. There's 2 fucking words. Y'all always over here apologizing for her. Y'all always got an excuse for this whore. The bitch ain't shit. She ain't shit. And if I'm a designer, why would I ever want to design for you again? Bitch, you can't even get my name right. Bitch, that's the first thing people want to know. Who are you wearing? You don't even know my name, so now I can't even get. I mean, we let you wear this dress for free. and you can't even market my name like you're supposed to. That's the whole purpose of you wearing my outfit, so people know who the fuck I am. And you can't even do that shit. She's a goddamn mess. Hey, Sharice, what's going on, boo? It just slipped her mind. She would have did better and said, you know what? It slipped my mind, but I promise you, I'll ask my team and I'll get right back to you. It's way more offensive. You be like, I don't remember. I mean, she Asian and everything. Wait, what? Because that's the I just can't. I that is offensive. That's offensive. And all of y'all people over here, oh, it ain't that big of a deal, L Teddy. Oh, it ain't all of that. If it was a black designer and she would have been like, oh, it's some black guy or it's some black lady or and everything. I don't know. She black and everything. I don't really know. Y'all will be over here ready to burn the goddamn internet down. Y'all will be ready to burn this shit down. Child. Child. Just a mess. Just a goddamn mess. The shit is offensive. If I were Asian, I would be offended. Hell, I ain't Asian and I'm offended for the person. I'm offended for them. Thank you, Lamone. Hey, Lamone. Lamone had to drop out the bushes. This shit is offensive. But y'all gonna do what y'all do. Y'all gonna go explain away, make it not that big of a deal, minimalize it and trivialize it. Oh, it's okay. Oh, she just had a gaffe. Oh, she was just having a moment. I don't buy it. This ain't your first rodeo at the fucking Met Gala. You got one job at the fucking Met Gala. Know who you're wearing. I'm not here for it. Y'all can come up with all the explanations y'all want. I ain't here for it. She ain't shit. What Miss Baythang said, she definitely should have remembered the name, and because of that, the designer, she's wearing that dress. Exactly. They give you these art outfits for free to wear. Should have said the name escapes me right now, but the gown is beautiful. I'll tweet it them tomorrow. Exactly, something like that. Something, but I mean, even if I go with you and you say, listen, I was having a moment, it was a lot of cameras, it was a lot going through my mind. Okay, great. But what you're not gonna do is be like, oh, she Asian and everything. Bitch, what? That's offensive. That's offensive. Hey, Tanya Boo, what's going on? But this y'all girl. Hey, Catherine Powell, how you doing today? My love, how are you doing, boo? Cardi has had a tough year. I don't care nothing about her tough year. Fuck her and fuck her life. She's going through a divorce. She's having trouble with her label sophomore album. Bitch, it's been like 5 years and you ain't had no sophomore album. You've been, I don't buy it. You ain't tried to put out no sophomore album. Her family is in turmoil. We all got family in turmoil. We all got issues. Effie, we all got pain. Okay. Jesus. Effie, we all got pain. Come on now. I want to hear about your pain. Girl. I don't care about her. She was there with Offset. You know what? Y'all thought her and Offset was getting back together. I don't really care. Y'all know I don't see it for this woman like that. So I don't know. I do not see it for her like that. I do not see it for this woman, but y'all love her. Y'all love her. Anyway, ma'am, I'm really trying to keep myself from dog walking up or dog walking. Get off her nuts. We all got problems. The fuck. Get off her nuts. Oh, so she got nuts now? Fuck her and her nuts. I'll be right on her nuts and stomp on them shits. And what? Get off her nuts. Kimberly Watson. What about her nuts? Cha. But y'all, I mean, you would think that this woman got the catalog of a Lil Kim or something. She's one album and only one hit song, maybe two. But y'all be out here windmilling. Y'all sure be out here windmilling. I guess. Let me move on. Yes, they said nuts. L said, you know, we love nuts over here. We don't love Cardi B though. And she worked with the designer for months. Right. Didn't bother to remember that child. Just a mess. Oh, you was talking to Xavier? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I wish you can't believe. Continue on. Carry on. No, I can't help you. Xavier is a he is a hall monitor. I don't know. You know, Xavier is a hall monitor. I would tread lightly. You know, Xavier do got a quick trigger finger. I don't want him to time you out of nothing like that. He do got a hall monitor sash, that blue hall monitor sash. He do have a quick trigger finger. Hey, Brittany Janae, what's good, boo? Yeah, you is late to class. And anyway, ma'am, go with God. We have nothing for you. Go with God. Okay, so let's just go down this road. Here we are. We're here. We're here. So, for those people who haven't seen this viral TikTok video, this is a teacher. His name is Jack Lee, and he has braids. I forgot what grade he teaches. I think it's like seventh grade or something like that. I forgot which grade it was he teaches. But it's middle school age. So he did a viral TikTok, a video that's going viral on TikTok. And some of the young ladies, it was like three or four young ladies in the class that were, you know, taking his braids out of his hair. Well, what seemed real innocent and innocuous to him has taken fire. I mean, it has grown legs. I'll show the video. Hold on, let me see if I can play the video. Hold on. Hold your line. Hold your line. So hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So this is the I think this is the original video.
Little shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine, there was nothing wrong with what I was doing, and people were just making it weird. So, of course, I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school, and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video, and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally, I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out, and they all agreed. Number two, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEM fair projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun, play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes. I wrote all of them a pass at the beginning of the class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before dismissal. I told the teachers only send them if all of their work was completed and they had good behavior. They all met the criteria, so 10 minutes before dismissal, they showed up for their job. My next point I'd like to make is if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, oh, this is weird, this is inappropriate. Because me personally, I don't think there's anything weird about this. People are saying, oh, that's too intimate. To me, it's literally just hair. It doesn't have to be weird. Some people have never had cool teachers, and it shows. I personally believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that I care about them beyond the schoolwork and all the stuff that I have to make them do. I take the time to get to know my students outside of academics because caring for the whole child is what's important. Some of these students have been with me since I was a substitute 4 years ago. They see me as a big brother or a father figure, as some of them say. And me, I don't want kids of my own, so all of these kids are literally my children. And in case you're wondering about their parents, most of them follow me on social media and always talk about my videos with their kids. They always tell me that they're so grateful that their kids have someone like me in their life. In my admin, they're well aware of my social media presence and they love my videos. To me, this is just another wholesome moment that I'm having with my kids that I was fortunate enough to catch on film. Since I'm a science teacher, one thing that I teach my students about is symbiosis. Symbiosis deals with the relationships between organisms. The type of relationship that I like to foster in my class is mutualism or mutualistic relationship, which means both organisms benefit from the exchange. So when my students have good behavior, complete all their assignments, and do everything that a scholar is supposed to do, I reward them with downtime and time to just be a kid, be on their phones, play games, gossip, so on and so forth. My students and I work hard and we play harder. I'm fortunate enough to have students that feel safe and comfortable around me, safe to come to me with their problems, their frustrations, and come to me seeking guidance and wisdom, or come to me simply to chill and hang out because they know that they have a safe space to be themselves around me. What I strive to do as an educator is be the teacher I wish I had grown up. I strive to be the teacher that makes my inner child happy, someone that my inner child will be proud of. I want to be the teacher that my students reflect back on 20, 30 years down the line and think like, dang, that teacher I had in middle school, he was the shit. No further questions, Your Honor. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. You think this was inappropriate or people are making something out of nothing? And although you are entitled to your opinion, all I ask is that you be respectful. Thank you.
Well, I have so much to say about this, but he also, because the people got in, he asked the people for their comments, unfortunately, and they show gave it, but it didn't go the way he thought it was gonna go, and they was here for it. Now I'm not gonna play the full. He got like an 8.5 minute video because the people was going in, but I'll play a little snippet of it so y'all can see it, and yeah, and then I'll add my commentary. Here you go. Here's his response. Hold on.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start clearing some people. Start off with this gentleman right here. You're letting your daughters play in a grown man's head. God forbid I had kids, but if I had a daughter with a teacher like myself, with a good heart, good spirit, sound mind, no, I would not mind if they took his hair out. That's what little girls like to do. They like to do hair and do nails and makeup. I have 5 little sisters. You bet your ass I done had a wig on my head before, had a whole lace front. I done got my nails painted, eyebrows done. Bro, this is what they do. As a father, I would even let my daughter do those things. Like if she wanted to paint my nails pink or freaking put a wig on me or do my hair or put makeup on me, I'm going to do every single one of those things. You know why? Because I'm secure in my masculinity. That's one thing that I think is stumping a lot of guys, a lot of grown men today is they are not secure with themselves and they project their own insecurities onto others. Everything doesn't have to be weird. It's even the way you worded this question. Read this. You letting your daughters play in a grown man's head. Do you see how you're already trying to spin that? That's very telling of what you have going on upstairs. We as a people have to abandon this idea of, sexual intimacy being tied with getting your hair done. People have this view because typically you're intimate in a sexual manner with someone who does your hair. Automatically, this whole hair video is going to cause some people to be like, oh, where's that? That's weird. But again, it's very telling of your own state of mind. For you to watch a video like that, literally had the camera set up, protect myself, protect my students. Y'all can see there's nothing suggestive going on. It's like family, it's like community, as people were saying in the chat. This is simply a wholesome, innocent, community-oriented activity. As people mentioned, hair is very important in Black culture. We connect and we bond through our hair. And just like I said, little girls love to do hair.
bro, they jumped at the opportunity to help take my hair out and showcase their skills, their talents, and their abilities. Because a lot of them, they do hair. They got little side hustles. They do nails. They do nails, hair, and tracks. What's up? And I'm gonna support black business and support my students every time. Every time. Someone also mentioned, oh, I would love to see some of your, your guy BFFs in the video instead of just your girl. Bro,
Okay, I can
do
stop
you
here.
actually?
I can stop here. Um, that's all. That's all. We'll need to. Now, as you can probably imagine, and you know what, I do want to hear what some people. Now we don't got 1,000 years, but I do want to get some of your, because I know some of y'all are parents, and some of y'all may have. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Some of y'all may have some stuff to say about this, so I do want to drop the link to allow some of y'all who may have some things to say or some commentary. But let me add my commentary first as an educator, as a black male educator, who taught middle school students and high school students. I do have something to add to this. A lot of things at work here. I do know and understand. Hey, Diamond Pearl Jim, the nature of, as a black male teacher or as any teacher, black, white, blue, or purple, you do have to develop relationship and bond with your students. You have to. However, there's a fine line there. You can build community, family, bond, and all of that stuff without it going here. And while you may give me every excuse in the world why you needed somebody to help you get your hair done or whatever, sir, even if it is benign, innocuous, and there's nothing to it, you don't even want, you know how the old Bible verse and adage goes, don't let your good be evil spoken of. It's too close for some people. It's very benign, very, you can tell he has a relationship. And I know what that's like. I have that relationship with my students, but my students also know as well. This is something, because you keep talking about your dad and you do want to be like a father figure. However, you got to cut it off at certain points because you still are not father. You still are not older brother. You still have a professional relationship with this child. And so a lot of things are wrong here. The first thing that's wrong about it is, and I say this all of the time, it's too much videotaping inside of a classroom. Too much, too many times I see teachers, they're inside of their classrooms filming. And that's one of the first rules that you learn. You cannot film inside of a classroom because you're on company time. And unless everyone inside, every parent of every student inside of that class has signed a waiver form for you to be filming them, and you just can't do that. And then even that, it has to be sanctioned and approved by the school site and by the district before you can start, filming and putting this stuff on social media. And the reason that it has to be approved and sanctioned is because if they don't know what's going to happen, or if a situation like this where it becomes a viral and now the school district and everybody else is attached to and involved with this, it could become a whole nightmare. So that's one. So many times I see a lot of younger teachers, they do this kind of stuff. And I see it with a lot of the male teachers. I see it with the female teachers too, but I always talk to the male students first because male teachers can't get away with as much as a female teacher can get away with. And that's just the real of it. The other part about it is you always got to maintain professionalism with young students like that. A lot of times when you get too close, the line begins to be blurred, and sometimes it's hard to reel them back in and remind them, hey, remember, this is a professional relationship. I am teacher, you are student. There are real clear cut roles here. Um, it, the first and as a male teacher, the first lesson that you are taught as a male teacher, yep, don't play around with the female students. Don't have them around you like that. Don't play with them. You don't get on the same elevator with a female student. You don't be in your classroom by yourself with a female student. You don't do any of that. I'm sorry. That's the first lesson you learn. And it could be benign, innocuous. Baby, you don't play them games. Mm-mm. And you could say, well, I videotaped it just for the purpose of it. Like I said from the beginning, too many times you're videotaping, because now what did you have to do? You had to go and explain all of the reasons why. Because first of all, I might be saying, shouldn't they be learning? Why are they not being taught something? Why are they doing hair instead of learning science? So now you got to go through a whole explanation as to why they're not doing their work, or why they aren't, doing the prescribed part. Then you got to explain, oh, well, they finished their assignment early, and I told them they could have these 10 minutes. And then you said this for students from other classes. So now you don't got a whole nother class involved in. So now you got to explain why this other class ain't doing no teaching, and these kids ain't getting no instruction in that other class, but they over here doing your hair. It's a whole lot. And had you not videotaped this and none of this been going on, you wouldn't have this problem. You have to always maintain, and I think sometimes, especially with the younger teachers, they feel like they have to do these types of things in order to foster a familial relationship, or a build that type of relationship with your students. And you don't have to go that far. You can have boundaries. And I just believe, even though, like I said, this is benign and all of that, I do believe it just goes too far. This is a classroom. I tell my students in a minute, hey boo, hey baby, we're in a classroom. I am teacher, you are student. He called them best friends. Yeah, we're not going to do. That's the first thing I tell them. Hey, sweetheart, I have friends. My friends can go to the bar with me and buy a round. You cannot. Therefore, you are not my friend. I don't think, and I just don't think I don't think that it's the sexualizing. I don't think any of this is sexual. That's not an argument for me. Anybody who's sexualizing this is just, they way off, out of pocket. However, as a teacher, as a professional educator, there is a line of professionalism that you don't want to cross, because sometimes students, that line gets blurred, and you won't, some students, you can't reel them back in to being able to establish those boundaries. Certain things, I don't need you in my hair. Don't play in my hair. Don't do that. Nope. There are too many things that can go wrong here. Too many things that can go wrong here. Too many things that can go wrong here. And now you got on the school polo. It got the school logo on it. You inside the classroom. If I'm the parents, even something that if you tell me the parents watch the videos and the parents don't got no problem with it and the parents are good, that's probably true. But now that their young child has been dragged into this viral video that's been seen by thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and people are critiquing their child or saying that it was inappropriate, that parent might not, at this point, they may have a problem. That parent may very well have a problem. They may be like, yeah, this ain't what I've signed up for. I don't need all these people watching my child, critiquing my child, talk about what my child is and is not doing, sexualizing my child and everything. Yeah, it's too much. To me, it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. It's absolutely inappropriate. And like I said, it's benign, it's innocuous. There's not, but it crosses a line where if I'm an administrator, because now you put the administrators in a host, you done threw everybody under the bus. You done threw the parents under the bus. You done threw the administrators under the bus. Because now if I'm the district, I'm looking like, now wait a minute. So the administrators, y'all signed off on him filming videos in the classroom. Y'all signed off on him using class time to take out his hair when they're supposed to be receiving instruction. Y'all gave an okay for him to take students from another teacher's class, so they're being taken away from their instruction and they're over there. It's a whole lot of red flags and a whole lot of problems going on here. Hey, Raphael, it's a lot that we can talk. There's so many problems here. There's so many problems here. Xavier, that's not what I have to push back on this statement. But professionalism also consists of learning how to operate as friends and move whilst maintaining professionalism. They're not friends. They're not friends. And in the work environment, that's just like at work. When you're at work, you and your boss should not be best friends. And I know sometimes you have that, but one of the things that you learn in leadership and so forth at work is there are certain things that you don't want to do. And certain times hey, Gabby, I see you there. I'm going to bring you up just a second. There's certain lines you don't want to cross. And once again, these aren't even adults. This is an adult male. And these are uh, uh, young girls. These are young girls. There always has to. You can't cross that line. There's just the friend line between teacher and student. You can't cross that line. You're not friends. You will never be friends. You can't be friends. Not while they're in your class. Just can't have that. Because some students do things with their friends that you can't do with your teacher. You just can't. Do I think it would be a problem if it was a woman? I think it probably would not be as big of a problem. But remember what I said at the beginning. When you're a male teacher, you know full well there are a lot of things that a female teacher may be able to get away with that a male student absolutely never, by no stretch of the imagination, couldn't even dream of. And that's something that you know going in. Hey, Gabby.
Hey, it's a lot of outside noise. I was thinking of my kids. So here's the thing. I saw in the comments in the picture, the video you just showed, that the one of the parents was, I guess her daughter goes to the school, and she was saying, "Hey, he's a real respected guy," and she didn't see a problem with it. So when I saw that comment, I did not have a problem with the picture. Rachel, why would you go through the thing? Okay. So I didn't see where the problem is. The only problem that I have with other people's comments is it's an issue for parents who don't care about their kids' education, who ain't never been to a parent conference a day in their life. That's how I see it. Not saying that I see it as a problem because I do and I don't. I don't see it as a problem because, like he said in the video, it was the last 10 minutes of school. What are you doing in the last 10 minutes of school? Catching up on homework, possibly working on homework, whatever. And on top of that, he was sitting at his desk. So it wasn't like the little girls were in between his legs. Then that would have been the problem. That would have been the problem. But here's where I see that there is a problem.
Like I said,
there is a problem. Go ahead.
I don't think the problem is, I don't think that there's anything, the things that people are pointing out as problems aren't the real problem. The real problem is on the teacher side. There's a lot of red flags for the teacher where first of all, you should not be no, you should not be having them do your hair at all, period. First of all, a lot of schools have rules against other students doing other students' hair. In a lot of schools, they don't want students in other students' hair for a whole lot of reasons. You understand? In other students' hair, much less in the teacher's hair. It's just a lot of things. And even and I'm not saying it's the right thing, but even if this was going to happen, you damn sure are not filming this. That's where you at that point you're just because now it calls into question too many things. And like I said, even if it is benign, innocuous, there's nothing to it. And the parents may be like, I don't have no problem. Mr. Lee, he's great. I have a good time with him. At the point that it may have started, I got you, Gabby. It may have started okay, but then when they started going viral and you got thousands and thousands and thousands of people having all of this stuff to say about then it's like, oh girl, this ain't what I signed up for. So if you have to film something for protection, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. That's the red flag right there. That's the litmus test right there. If you have to film something for your protection because it could be misconstrued the wrong way, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. And that's it right there. That's it right there. Because classrooms are not a place where you're supposed to be videotaping. You're not supposed to be videotaping inside of a classroom. So if you're telling me, oh, I was videotaping, so it must not, then that means you crossed the line right there. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, I'm driving. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So I have issues on multiple levels. One, you don't know what the girls are thinking or are going through. And when I say that, I mean at that particular age for a young girl, if they are struggling in school, struggling at home, and they're like, oh, well, I can take down this person's hair, I can start taking down that person's hair, they're going to step further away from school and further away from their classes, and then start doing other people's hair and start doing other things. And then their statement is going to be, oh, well, such and such lets me do it, and such lets me whatever. So you don't know where someone is at to then just assume that because for you, it's just you getting your hair taken down at work to make your, getting your hair washed and redone quicker for you, which is great. But as someone who has watched people who are like, not so interested in school, find another distraction to help them, be less interested in school, that's a no. Secondly, and probably most important, you as a grown man should never want to be friends with a minor. That is weird.
Absolutely.
I don't care what nobody says. If any grown adult wants to be friends with your minor child and y'all don't have a problem with that, then the problem is you. Because no part of that statement should be okay, male or female, boy or girl. No part of that statement should be okay to anybody. And I'm sorry, like, nope, no. Because if your son told you, hey, my female teacher wants to be friends with me, you should be looking at her crazy too. It is just not a male teacher, female student. No, anybody should be looking crazy when an adult says that they're friends with a minor. You should look crazy.
Man said he had over 100 best friends. Dear God.
You should look crazy. And everyone's saying, do I think it's sexual? No, not at all. I think it is exactly what he was. He wanted to get his hair taken down, probably before his next braiding appointment. And, oh, look they're willing to do it. I don't have to pay them. I can also post it on social media, make a little extra coin. It all works out well. So no, I don't think it was anything nefarious in that aspect, but I do think it was, one, very unprofessional, because you at work. Why are you at work letting minors take down your hair?
Right. It's unprofessional.
Why are they not in class? And everyone's saying, oh, is there break period? like they don't still have schoolwork to do? Are
Yeah, there's
all
no
of
break
these
period. There's
high
no
honor roll
Saturday.
students with excellent stellar grades? I'm sorry, because I don't know what y'all would like y'all children to do on their
But no,
break
but the thing
period.
about it is, Tracy, is this: there are times where you may give your students, a little that last 10 minutes, like he said. But baby, I'm not taping that because that goes against professional duties and responsibilities. There's a whole, set of things that you have to satisfy as a teacher, and that goes into professional duties and responsibilities, which is not to be having free time like that. So if I am going to, say give my kids a break, we damn sure not filming it and putting it all over TikTok to let people see. And then you say, oh, my administration is good with it. The teachers are good. You're throwing everybody under the bus. Everybody.
Yeah. That there's just multiple levels of absolutely not for me. Maybe I am just a more vigilant parent. Maybe I'm also just someone who has boundaries. And I like to stick with my boundaries real clearly.
I love
So
what Diamond Pearl Jim said right here. Because
nobody
I'm
had those
telling you,
questions.
she said, I can see these little girls fighting over who gets to do his hair. And that absolutely, they probably left there, went on the school, but I was doing Mr. Lee hair. Sure was. He sure
Oh,
let me.
you
And
already
some,
know. But
because
absolutely.
they know all the little girls who probably got a crush on Mr. Lee. I was over there doing his hair. Sure was. He let me do it. What? I'm telling you how these kids work. I've worked with kids for over 20 years. I'm telling you how it works.
Look at I can tell you, I was one of those kids. I was also one of them kids who was like, "Ooh, I found me a new side hustle. Ooh, such and such lets me do this, so let me let this other person do this." And then I can tell you that my grades quickly started to take a little dive, but my pockets was nice. Oh,
I'm
my
not gonna
pockets was
say Mr. Lee.
nice.
Now, Ravine, I ain't gonna say Mr. Lee ain't cute. Mr. Lee
Real,
is cute. Now I ain't gonna
real
lie to
quick.
you.
Got my
Mr. Lee
little
is
look,
cute.
got me some little extra coins, but also other things started to slip, which probably wasn't the best thing to do. But hey, I needed to make some money. So I mean, did it start an entrepreneurial spirit? Maybe, but yeah, no. So we're gonna go with the absolutely not. See, I have a boy. So one day my son came home from school with his hair taken out, and I was like, "Would you like to explain to me what was going on?" He was like, "Oh, such and such," and I was like, "Okay, well, what were you doing?" He was like, "Oh, we were in math." So, what part of math did you get? Oh no, it was just something that we wasn't really. I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna absolutely not do that again. Mm-mm, we're not." Not during school. Now after school, before school, whatever you want to work out with some people who want to help you, fine, but not during school. Uh-uh. But maybe, me and education are a little different. But I'm driving, so I'm gonna let you guys go.
Okay. All right. Gabby, what you got? Thank you, Tracy.
I 100% agree with what Tracy said. Boundaries were most definitely crossed. I know it feels like I'm teetering and tottering, but I don't know. I feel like there were boundaries that were crossed as far as the little girls take out the man's head. He could have waited. Now that you put it in a teacher's perspective, he could have waited until maybe the weekend to do it, or after hours or whatever. But I don't know. Like I said, maybe it sounds like I'm teeter tottering across with the. It seems innocent to me, and it seems like it boundaries were crossed.
Yeah, and thank you for that, Gabby. Yeah, it definitely this crosses the line for professionalism. In most teacher evaluations, there's a whole section on professionalism, and it's
Hmm.
one of the most heavily weighted sections, which is professionalism, professional duties and responsibilities, and this certainly crosses that line. You don't put this all over the internet.
Yeah, as
And
far as him putting it, I don't agree with that part. As far as him putting it on the internet, because then you open yourself and the kids up to everybody's scrutiny.
yep.
So I don't agree with that part. I don't. And then too, everything is not for the internet. Like what he thought was innocent is not innocent to everyone else looking from the outside in.
But yeah, you just like I said, some you can't just do everything that you think in your brain is okay, or you think that is not okay.
Right.
You have a job and a duty, and you have
Right.
to uphold that. And like I said earlier, once you say, "Oh, I made sure I taped it so nobody could, see, think anything was wrong," that's when you knew something was wrong.
So my question to him would be: had this happened to you before, to where you felt
I
like you
feel
needed
like it.
to?
I feel like, unfortunately, if you're that comfortable taping this and stuff like that, and it may be the first time, but I'm not. I wouldn't bet the farm that it's the first time this has happened.
Because like the comment says, like the comment that you pinned says, like they probably are going to be fighting over what? Like over something that he felt was innocent and he overstepped his boundary and thought it was okay for the little girls to do. Granted, yeah, everybody like to play in hair, but not everybody know what the hell they doing.
Mm. Well, child. Well, thank you, Gabby. Um,
Uh,
we're gonna get through the rest of this good dossier. But y'all listen, I saw this. I knew y'all would probably want to know my thoughts on it. You have my thoughts. I let y'all come up and give your thoughts if you want it. Hey Cajun, good to see you here. You late to my class. Hall monitors, just go over there and talk to Cajun because he real late to my class. Rolling up in my class, like going on and over there. He got a good ass say 5,000 words with citations and footnotes. Um, yeah, yeah, sir. I would venture to tell you somebody's gonna have you in their office. You're gonna have to go down and see somebody and talk to somebody in their office. I'm telling you how this gonna go. Somebody downtown done got a whole lot of calls about this, and you gonna have to go and see somebody and sit in somebody's office and have a whole conversation. In my old school district, it was OPS, Office of Professional Standards. You'll be in the OPS office, and that's the wrong office to be in. The Office of Professional Standards, wrong office to be in. You're gonna have to go talk to somebody. I'm telling you, your principal and APs, your administration, gonna have to go talk to somebody. It's gonna be some statements that's gonna have to be given by those students that you see on camera and the ones you don't see on camera. The teacher whose class was those other kids left from, they gonna have to be in somebody's office. It's gonna be a whole lot. Parents gonna have to come down, and oh yeah, it's a whole lot. There's gonna be a whole investigation on this. I'm telling you that how this is gonna go. I'm just telling you how this is gonna go. But child, anyway, but those are my thoughts, sir. I don't know what to tell you, Mr. Lee. Go with God, because I don't know what to tell you. Um, Kai, update on Kai Cenat. Remember a couple months ago we reported on Kai Cenat when he had that whole he was charged with inciting a riot when he went down the Union Station down to the New York City, and he was giving out like $100 gift cards or something like that, or he was giving out the what was he giving out, PlayStations or something like that. Y'all remember that story? Let me pull this up. He was giving out like PlayStations or something like that, and $100 gift cards and stuff like that, and it turned into a whole riot, and it turned into a whole big situation. I remember because we reported on it over here. It was on the news and everything. He was giving out PlayStations at Union Square and stuff like that. It was a mess. It was a mess, and they had to shut it down, and the police got involved. NYPD got involved. It was a whole mess. Well, um he has been he's been cleared of all charges related to that. Him and his entourage, they have been cleared of all charges. Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg announced that the charges would be dropped against him. um so and he ended up having to pay um like $55,000 to the Union Square Partnership for damages and cleanup of that after the whole situation. Sir, you always got a lot going on. You got dick pictures hitting the internet and all kinds of shit. You and I Show Speed, y'all always got some shit going on. Always got something going on. So I don't know what to tell you. That was just a quick update. Go with God. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh, why, Lord? Why, God? Why? Child. Yeah, $55,000 ain't a lot of that. Ain't nothing for him. That man makes millions and millions of dollars, so that ain't nothing for him. So, y'all know who that is? That's Lizzo. So apparently, Cardi B isn't the only one in the news after the Met Gala. So Lizzo is now in the news. So she said anyone who took issue with her dress or her little, get up ensemble down to the Met Gala, that they must be fat phobic if they had issues with her outfit. Um she wrote um on social media, quote, if I'm not in your best dressed, you're fat phobic. And had a picture of herself. Let me say that again. Um, she said, if I'm not in your best dress, you're fat phobic. Of course, the people began to dog walk her. Ma'am, ma'am, you're fucking delusional. Somebody need to go tell her to shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down somewhere and shut the fuck up. Somebody just need to go tell her. Just go away. You done had too much shit going on. You done had all of these lawsuits and scandals and all kinds of shit. Now you telling us if we don't like that ugly ass dress you got on, that we must be fat phobic. What? Bitch, what? I don't care if she was being sarcastic, Xavier. Mm-mm. Try again, sweetheart. Mm-mm. No. That's why I say, shut the fuck up. Like, ma'am, ma'am. You don't even play around with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are not that's you don't play around. Even if she was being sarcastic, that's not a good joke. That's just not a good joke. That's not a good joke at all. That'd be like some other black person saying, "Oh, if I'm not in your best dress, then you're racist." Like, wait, what? I have so many things to say, but if I start saying it, then y'all might very well deem me fat phobic. So I'm just not gonna say nothing. I just want her to sit down and shut the fuck up. Because if I really dog walk her like I want to, then y'all really gonna call me fat phobic. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna let y'all say it in the comments. Hey, by the way, not the Keurig. You know what? This is how I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna just let y'all put it in the comment section, and so that way I don't have to say it. Is she dressed as a female condom? How could anyone hate on her coffee child? Lord, I'm just gonna let y'all comments speak for me. That looks like a drag race outfit that will cause you to lip sync for your life. Um, upside down umbrella. We are faux pas phobic. A bitch can't. Um, if I'm not your best dressed, then be nice to the design. Oh, what Cajun got to say? Child. Mud splash. Oh, oh. Like a distressed jellyfish. Oh, oh, oh. See, I don't want to. I don't want to be, called fat phobic. So I'm gonna just let y'all say it. So I don't. It's not me. Looks like something pulled out of a shitty. Well, you ain't lying, friend. You are not lying. As a fellow fat, I can say this shit is simply not cute. Oh, well then there's that. She looks a mess along with Nikki. Oh wow. Y'all even got Catherine Powell over here dragging people. Somebody go over there with Catherine Powell. Cause she over there about to go in. Catherine Powell, don't do it, Catherine. Don't do it. Somebody go talk Catherine Powell off the ledge. Cinnamon stick expand. You know what? Umbrella in the wind. Child. Oh, Cajun, I didn't greet you. Oh, Cajun, I'm sorry. You needed me to greet you, Cajun. Give me just one more. Give me a second, Cajun, because I know when you come in here, you look for me to greet you appropriately. Hold your line. Hold on for a moment. Let me greet you appropriately, Cajun. Let me greet you appropriately. Since I need to greet you, let me greet you appropriately. Let's give Cajun 5 minutes today. Cajun, you can have 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. I know you was looking for my attention. There you go. You got 5 minutes. I see you in 5 minutes. Just go to the corner. I see you in 5 minutes. Anyway, Montrez said it looks like the Ritz crackers packaging. It does, Montrez. Oh, I can't stand you because I cannot see it, unsee it. Catherine Powell says she needs a barbecue that whole outfit to barbecue that whole. I told somebody to go. One of the hall monitors, y'all go over there and sit with Catherine Powell and talk her off the ledge because Catherine Powell get ready to go in. I see you over there, Catherine Powell. Because Fran is already off the ledge. Fran has already did a swan dive off the ledge. So Fran is already here because she says it's a messy butt plug, and I'm not here for it. Tree trunk fashion. Listen, it's giving calamari. You know what? Angela said, I just ate calamari. Can confirm she looks like my dinner. You know what? Xavier said, now he wants some calamari and crackers. You know what? Y'all got a lot going on in these comment sections. Chow. Yeah, Cajun, we'll see you in about. You got about a good 4.5 more minutes. We'll see you in about a good 4 minutes, Cajun. Get your life in order. Got time. Talk about really B would never. I'm sure she would never. That's why you're here. Anyway, fat phobic or not, man, we'll have nothing for you. Go with God. Oh God. Oh Jesus. God, Jesus. Oh, why is this man in my dossier today? God, why is he in the dossier today? Because see, this is the fuck shit that he be having going on. Not fancy chicken cinnamon toast crunch. Not unclean chitterly. You know what? Y'all so silly. Not is giving the old Apple Jackson. Y'all got a lot going on. This is I've been telling y'all this man is another one of these people who misappropriates our culture, who just believes that he's invited to the cookout because one of y'all told this man that he has free admittance to the cookout. I'm sick of y'all inviting these people from the Caucasus Mountains to the cookout because you see what the shirt says. So you're not black famous. You're not. You're not. And that's offensive. That's very offensive. But y'all be giving these people free reign. Y'all be making these people feel like, so in his mind, he is black famous because y'all be making these people feel like they're a part. Gary Owens, his ex-wife, who is a black woman, her name is Karen Duke. She said he needs to stop mentioning her and her kids in his interviews. That's what she said. He had an interview with Shannon Sharp, and during that interview with Sharon Sharp, he shares that his relationship with his children and his ex wife is still non-existent, and he said, quote, I think not having a relationship with my kids, it sucks too it sucks too, because my kids, they don't know them, they don't have no relationship with the twins, end of quote. And that's talking about he has a new relationship, and he has a new set of twins with his new baby mama or whatever. Um his ex-wife then took to Instagram and said, quote, my growth is not feeling the need to address mistruths anymore. The grace and kindness I have shown you is the space to tell lies and false narratives for sympathy and attention without correcting. You are a great storyteller. Sometimes I get caught up in your versions. It has been 3 years. I am always cool, kind, and cool with you. I purposely never make it awkward. I never bother you. I have given you my suggestions on the situation, but you don't respect their boundaries, which is why you discussed this again on social media. I don't know what else to do to help you. End of quote. That's what she said. The woman basically said, keep her motherfucking name out your goddamn mouth. That's what she said. The woman said, leave her and her kids out of it. That's what the woman said. I don't know why y'all people keep going over here on Club Shay Shay, spilling y'all guts and shit like that. Y'all just going on over there and say all kinds of shit and spill y'all guts and let it all on out and just think that, oh, okay, it's gonna be our talk about yourself. Why don't you do some self-reflection over there? And if Shay Shay say something to you, say, hey Shay, I don't really want to go into that. I don't like talking about my family like that. Or I don't like talking about other people. Let's just keep it on me. I'm just saying. Because I know y'all think that at this point, going on Club Shay Shay is going to get y'all a lot of marketing. And, that's a lot of marketing for people. That's free publicity and free marketing. And, I mean, Shay Shay don't got no problem because that's getting him free clicks and views. And that's more money in his pocket. So he damn sure down for it. And, y'all down for it because y'all think it's going to get y'all, an extra few eyes on y'all. It's some good marketing. And it never works well. I'm just saying, all y'all over there, you know, rushing over there to be on Club Shay Shay, this shit never ends well. Y'all need to stay from over there. I'm just saying. First of all, sir, you in the same, situation with Michael Rappaport, and hell, at this point, you're in the same situation as Candace Owen. We don't, I mean, not Candace Owens, God, Amanda Seals. You know how I said that was a Freudian slip. Candace Owens, Amanda Seals, they might as well be one and the same for me. Like, we don't like none of you. You're all in the basket of deplorables over there that Hillary Clinton told us about. You're all, lumped into the basket of deplorables. We don't like you, sir. And I don't know why the fuck people keep telling you that you are a part of us. Oh, black people love you. Oh, you're invited to the cookout. Oh, we see it for you. Oh, you black famous. I mean, Martin got you on his tour and shit like that. And you're going to be over there thinking that we see it for you like this. And people going to be over there laughing at your little raggedy jokes. Because I guarantee you, we probably be over there with his little friends saying the N-word and all kinds of shit. I can see him doing that. I can see him doing it. Sir, right, Xavier. Cat Williams is the only one who went on Club Shay Shay and it ended well. He's the only one. Everybody else, this shit never ends well. It never ends well. Y'all need to stay y'all ass from over there. Don't even go over there no more. I don't even understand. Child. No, she's deplorable. She's in the basket of deplorables. Please be clear, Xavier. She's in the basket of deplorables. She is absolutely deplorable. She absolutely is. I'm just saying. It's too much going on over there. Y'all need to stay from over there. Now, Gary, you can take your ass over there so people can see you for your fuck shit. You stay right on over there so you can get exposed. All of the people that belong in the basket of deplorables, keep going over there so y'all can be exposed and everybody can see you for who and what you are. Cause you ain't shit. I don't have time, sir. Cause I feel like dragging you, and I got a whole lot of other stories that I got to get to. Sir, go with God. Um. Oh God, it just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse. Can I get a story that's just, oh God, help me, Lord, help me, please. Please help me, please. Lord. Oh God, I just so Cuba Gooding Jr. He has broken his silence on his involvement in the lawsuit with Lil Rod and P. Diddy. You know that lawsuit where Lil Rod said they was on the yacht and he said that Cuba Gooding Jr. started touching and groping and fondling his legs, his upper inner thighs, near his groin, the small of his back, near his buttocks, and his shoulders. Remember that? Child. And there was a whole picture and shit. Well, during an interview on the PBD podcast that was published today, no, I'm sorry, yesterday, Cuba Gooding Jr., he finally broke his silence and shared his thoughts on the ordeal as well as his recent inclusion in the lawsuit. He said, quote, I think whatever Diddy's dealing with, he's on his journey, man. I think that God has got him on a path where I can't imagine that he's stupid enough to do whatever he's doing and keep it on his premises. I think that the raid and all of that stuff, only time will tell who was involved, who had been a frequent guest in these places and areas. It's funny because my lawyer said, every outlet in the world wants to talk to you, and again, I'm like, I'm not defending myself from some headline in the press, so I stay quiet. That picture, everyone in the room, there's probably 300 of us on the deck of P. Diddy's boat on New Year's Eve. This guy who's suing him is going after the money, man. I'm sure. And by the way, I don't know P. Diddy's life. I don't know what he's going through. We were acquaintances, just like I just showed you. 2-3 times I've seen him. End of quote. Listen. Um Listen. I don't know. I Now y'all know P. Diddy came out here a couple weeks ago saying it's a whole lot of y'all got a whole lot of shit to say about me, and I'm ready for y'all. I think you might be one of those people he talking about Cuba Gooding, because you got a whole lot to say over there. I noticed you over there with a whole lot to say. Oh, we weren't friends like that. We was just acquaintances. You don't look like y'all was acquaintances. I'm not inviting my acquaintances over on my yacht to go be allegedly feeling, fondling, and groping on people, touching their inner thigh, fondling the small of their back around their buttocks, allegedly. Mind you, you were wasn't he convicted of sexually harassing women? Wasn't he convicted on that? Or was he just arrested? I know he had a whole situation where the woman said he was touching on her inappropriately. Wasn't he convicted of that? Or was he just in charged? Spicy Original say every time I see him, I think of when he was high at the club talking about somebody sucked that baby's dick. Child. Somebody go over there and get Spicy Original. Child, somebody go get her because y'all done got her started. And the KFC bucket on her head. Child. Somebody go over there and get Spicy Original. Child. Y'all better go get her. Child. Child. Cuba Gooding say, baby, I don't know what to tell you. P. Diddy. He said you on your own. He said go with God because he don't got nothing to do with this. He don't even know you like that. He only seen you like 2 or 3 times. He just happened to make it on the yacht because he saw some people going on the yacht and he was just over there. He don't have nothing to do with this. He don't even know who this little Rod man is. And he don't want nothing to do with what you got going on, P. Diddy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, he got a plea deal? Oh, okay. Thank you, Xavier. He said they only met 2 or 3 times. Right. Fred, 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 you better tell him. He trying to backpedal and pussy pop off of this now. That you don't want P. Diddy to talk about stuff. When P. Diddy say, oh yeah, all y'all want to act like y'all don't know me now, and all y'all was at the parties, he talk about you, Cuba Gooding. He talk about you. You ain't shit. Cuba Gooding is not the friend that you want. Cuba Gooding is the friend when y'all go to jail, baby. He telling everything, honey. That is not the friend you want, honey. Chow. Wait. Xavier done turned this whole thing into a whole sex party on the yacht. Oh, child. Oh, Xavier said they was having a whole ass sex party if you need them. If you should need them. That's what Xavier said. That's Xavier Myers. That's not me. That is Xavier Myers. Said it was a whole ass sex party. I don't know what to tell you. Cuba Gooding. Your name is mentioned in a lawsuit. This ain't your first rodeo with lawsuits and sexual harassment. You've always liked Omar Gooding better. Oh wow. And that's coming from Fran. Ciao. And sir, we don't know what to tell y'all. Go with God. Remember I gave y'all the story on this young man, Rashid. That's Rashid Rice, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. And remember, we told y'all the story about him having that accident and with the Porsche and saying that, oh, I wasn't driving, my friend was driving, but then we came to find out that he was driving. Remember that? Well, child. He got a situation at a club in Dallas. He always got some shit. So apparently he's being accused of punching a photographer so hard in the face during an altercation outside of a Texas nightclub earlier this week that he left the man with swelling in his jaw. And that's according to the police reports. The Dallas Police Department wrote in the police report that the incident took place at around 2 a.m. on Monday at Lit Kitchen in Dallas. And after the photographer said he and Rashid Rice had been in a hot, they had been in a hot spot for an after hours party. And then according to the documents, the photographer told authorities that he left the venue in his car, but returned a short time later after Rashid Rice sent him a message that indicated that he might want to hire the photographer. But when the photographer got back to the spot, he says that Rashid Rice handed him his phone to look at something before the Kansas City wide receiver tagged him on the left side of his face. So it sounded like it was a setup. Text that man, say, yeah, I need to hire you for something. Come on back. The man came back and then he busted the man he handed him the phone and busted the man in the face. In the report, police officers say that the injuries were swelling on the jaw and that the man complained of pain. And he transported himself to the hospital following the incident. You know, these people gonna do the right thing. Baby, you could have grazed my cheek. His hand could have grazed his cheek. He would have went to the damn hospital and been over there, like he was dying. You ain't wrong. Rashid Rice, you need to get your life in order, sir. You always got something going on. You always got something going on, and you ain't been in the NFL long enough to where you done saved all of this money where you can bounce back. Sir, your ass will be out of the league and your ass will be homeless somewhere, begging somebody, to let you have another chance. Sir, go ahead and open up an OnlyFans or something like that. That's your best bet. Go ahead and you ain't got to put nothing on there yet, but just have an OnlyFans account set up, because when you lose this good job with the NFL, you're gonna need something to do to make some money. So maybe you got a little, your face you still kind of young, your face a little cute. You look like in about 10 years you ain't gonna be as cute. But while you young, you still cute. You can still make it happen. Get your little OnlyFans. Maybe you got a little bit of meat and you can make you some money, because I don't see you being in the NFL much longer, sir. Not at this rate, sir. Hey Jason, what's going on? I don't see you being in the NFL much longer. I'm just saying. Right, Tracy, you about to be jobless and on OnlyFans. Sir, I don't know what to tell you. You better get you out here busting people in the face at the club. You around here, getting in car accidents that's, taking people out of here. Sir, you better get you. Sir, I don't know what to tell you, but go with God. I don't know what to tell you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, it's now time for your Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like. Major Sugar Spike.
So long, I want to fight. Daddy gave, his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. So we need to do this. We got to talk about this. I had to. I was kind of rushing through some of the other stuff so we could get to the Sugar Spike segment, so I can give y'all this story of what's going on here. We have to speak his name. This is another situation where we have to speak his name. This is United States Airman, a member of the United States Air Force. His name is Roger Fortson. His name is Roger Fortson. First name Roger, last name is Fortson. And at the time of his death, and yes, I said death, he was only 23 years old. Let me read this to you. At the time of the fatal shooting, here's the headline. Deputies who fatally shot U.S. Airman Roger Fortson burst into the wrong apartment, attorneys say. At the time of the fatal shooting, the 23-year-old was on FaceTime with an unidentified woman who reported the incident's events to his family's attorney. The attorney representing the family of the Black U.S. Air Force airman who was killed by Florida deputies said the authorities burst into the wrong apartment when they fatally shot him. And that's according to the Associated Press, Newsweek, and NBC News. Senior Airman Roger Fortson, 23, who was based at Hurlburt Field, was fatally shot on May 3rd at his off-base apartment in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. An Air Force spokesperson told Task and Purpose he was a special missions aviator assigned to the 4th Special Operations Squadron, AC-130J gunships. Attorney Benjamin Crump, who is representing the family, said in a statement yesterday, quote, "We demand accountability for those responsible for his death," end of quote. He also said in a statement that Fortson was on a FaceTime call with a woman at the time of his death. The woman, who has not been publicly identified, said that Fortson was alone in his apartment when he heard a knock at the door. According to the woman's account, he asked who was knocking but got no response. A few minutes later, he heard a louder knock and checked the peephole and didn't see anyone. The woman then said that he grew concerned and retrieved his gun, which he legally owned. Once he walked back from the door to his living room, the deputies burst through the door and saw he was armed and shot him 6 times. He fell to the ground and said, "I can't breathe." He then died at a hospital, per Okaloosa County Sheriff Eric Aiden in a press release that happened on Tuesday. Additionally, the deputy who shot Fortson was placed on administrative leave pending an investigation. The woman that was on FaceTime is also reporting that he wasn't causing a disturbance, and as a result believes that the deputies had the wrong apartment. Um and according to Benjamin Crump's statement, he said, quote, the circumstances surrounding Rogers' death raise serious questions that demand immediate answers from authorities, especially considering the alarming witness statement that the police entered the wrong apartment. We are calling for transparency in the investigation uh into Rogers' death and the immediate release of body cam video to the family. His family and the public deserve to know what occurred in the moments leading up to this tragedy. In the May 7th statement, Sheriff Aiden also asked for the quote community's patience as they work to understand the facts that resulted in this tragic event. End of quote. He confirmed that the deputies responded to a call of a disturbance on May 3rd and reacted in self-defense after encountering an armed man. Y'all see what's going on here, right? Y'all see what's happening in here, right? We done seen this over and over and over. We done seen this over and over and over. Hey, Jay Parrish. They bust in the man's house. First, they started bamming on the man, though he didn't know who it was, so he grabbed his gun that he legally had and was trying to defend himself. He goes back to go sit on the couch. They bust in there. See, he got a gun in his hand. He may not have even pointed it at them. He may not have even been facing them, but they just saw he had a gun in his hand and opened fire, and now he's dead. And now he's dead. A mess. I believe that we'll probably get body cam footage by next week because somebody is yeah. There's going to be an outcry here. What y'all all about? Thank you for your service. Protect the servicemen. Protect our U.S. military. Unless, of course, they're black. Just a mess. I wanted to make sure that I got to that story. We certainly are looking for justice for him. Once again, his name is Roger Fortson, Fortson. We'll definitely keep you posted and we'll monitor that story. In other news, this is Tracy C's girl. This is the New York delegation. Y'all need to come to the whiteboard. New York delegation, come to the whiteboard. New York Governor Kathy Hochul apologizes for claiming black children in the Bronx, quote, don't even know what the word computer is, end of quote. Chalamet, New York Governor Kathy Hochul issued an apology for saying black children in the Bronx, quote, don't even know what the word computer is. End of quote. She said, I misspoke and I regret it. Of course, black children in the Bronx know what computers are. The problem is that they too often lack access to the technology needed to get on track to high paying jobs in emerging industries like AI. That's why I've been focused on increasing economic opportunities since day one of my administration. End of quote. You ain't shit. Child, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Here's what the original statement she said was, as she was speaking at the Milken Institute Global Conference in Los Angeles on Monday. She appeared to be bragging about New York being at the forefront of creating opportunities in the field of AI for low-income communities. Her exact quote was, quote, I talked to a lot of other people who say, quote, I wish my governor had thought of that. I had thought of that first, end quote. I say, no, this is New York. We'd like to be first. With all due respect to you from other states, it's sort of our attitude. We will be the best. We will be the first. And I want others to follow because right now we have, young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. End of quote. Yeah, it was offensive. Yeah, it was offensive as hell. Borderline racist. Yep. and the New York and members of the New York State Assembly immediately began to jump on top of it and drag her and call her out. They released statement after statement castigating her, and I don't blame them. It's offensive. It absolutely is offensive. It absolutely is offensive. Hmm. Yep, absolutely. Where's Tracy? Let me see what Tracy is. Tracy, Tracy, where you at? Tracy, not Tracy C driving. She can't come in the chat now because she driving. You, oh, there she go. We don't like her. She Republican at heart. Give us back Handsy Andrew, child. Not Handsy Andrew. Not Handsy Andrew Cuomo. I'm not doing this with you. Tracy say, give us back Handsy Andrew Cuomo. I'm not doing this with you, Tracy. Listen, that's y'all governor. Ma'am, that was a that was a that was an offensive statement. Very offensive. If we didn't know you better, we'd say you're that's a racist statement. Um LC said whoever voted for her got some explaining to do. Child, then there's that. We gotta move on because we gotta get over to really being. I reported on this yesterday, y'all. Yesterday we reported on this beautiful black queen over there at ABC News, Kim Godwin, who they were alleging resigned. And remember yesterday I told y'all something don't sound right about this. That don't sound good. I don't believe no parts of this resignation. I feel like people were saying on the, remember I told y'all people on the inside were saying she was forced out. Well, wouldn't you know? Now it's being reported that she was forced to resign because she's being accused of showing favoritism toward her alma mater, Florida A&M University and HBCU. They said that she was showing favoritism toward FAMU and its alumni in some of her hiring practices and so forth. They claim that she spent too much time focused on going back to FAMU and giving back to FAMU instead of focusing in on her job on the job at hand and what she was doing. And so they said they forced her out because what they're not going to do is have you show love to your HBCU from whence you came. You will not go over there and let black students know that there's a place for them at the highest levels of leadership in network television. Oh, how dare you be inspiration to black students at an HBCU? We never want that. They were mad at her because she sent a camera crew to go cover FAMU's graduation. Yeah. And then there was another camera crew that they said went to go cover the $237 million donation that FAMU received. Now we probably gonna have to do an expose on that because there's a whole lot going on with that alleged $230 million donation that guy made to FAMU that they're saying may be bogus and he may not have a dime to get them. That's a whole nother situation. There's a whole lot going on with that. We'll probably be reporting on that over the weekend. But yeah. They had. I told y'all she didn't resign. I told y'all it was more than that. I told y'all it was more than that. I'm sure it's more to come from this. So yeah, I'm sure there's more that's gonna come out from this. Right now, the Florida A&M University delegation, I can tell you right now, they're all enthralled on this $237 million that is seeming like, yeah, it may not be the real deal. It may be some fuck shit. And so they ain't got, listen, Kim, they don't have time, right? They gonna get to you, ma'am. They gonna get to you. Trust me. They can chew gum and walk at the same time. They gonna fight vehemently for you. I'm sure there'll be some kind of boycott and some type of something that they'll do to let ABC News know that this will not be taken lightly. We're here for you in solidarity, Kim. We knew from the jump that this wasn't what they said it was, and we're here for you. In our last story of the day, and this is sugar spiky to me because y'all, the Dems, y'all be doing too much. So Kendrick Lamar's diss song "Euphoria" is now being used by the Biden campaign to attack Donald Trump in the presidential race. That's what y'all got going on. That's what y'all got going on. So let me read this to you because it just baffles my mind, and we're gonna get out of here. With the general election scheduled to commence on November 5th, both Donald Trump and Joe Biden are trying to appeal to young voters through popular culture in a manner similar to um, other candidates before them. On Tuesday, May 7th, the duo shared a video collage soundtracked by Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria bars. Each line plays over images of the Republican candidate with the clips text with clips with the clips text altered to denounce Donald Trump's conduct and stance. I hate the way that you walk over women's rights, the way that you talk about immigrants. I hate the way that you sneak this on Truth Social. It's a mess. And that's they played that over when Kendrick Lamar says it's always about love and hate. Now you say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way you walk. The way you the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak diss. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. So they, kind of altered those lines to fit with Joseph Robinette trying to do a diss for Donald Trump. This shit didn't land in Joseph Robinette. Leave that shit alone. Bitch, you like 1,001 years old. And we see what you're doing. We see exactly what this is. Don't insult our intelligence. Don't patronize us. Okay. I'm not here for this. This shit pisses me off when you know what it's like? It's like sometimes I see, like, as an English teacher, I see white teachers, like the young, 20 something year old blonde hair, blue eyed white English teacher that says, "Oh, I think I want to teach Tupac to my students so I can teach them about poetry." No, ma'am, don't insult the intelligence of these students. They can grapple with traditional poetry. Please be clear. Let rap be rap, and let a rap battle be a rap battle. You need to be worried about what you got going on down the 1600 Pennsylvania Boulevard. You need to be concerned about the fact that you're losing votes because you're funding a whole ass genocide across the globe. Child, I just can't. This is what y'all got going on. That's y'all's president, Joseph Robinette. I mean, it's at this point, I think they're just finding and concocting ways to try to lose. Like, they're just finding ways to try to lose, just inventing ways to lose. I, sir, you get no brownie points. Get no cool points. You get nothing for using euphoria in your ads, political ads. We see it for what it is. Stop playing in our face. Stop playing in our face, please. I just can't. That's all we got for y'all today, because I feel myself getting triggered. Listen, we had a great time today. Let me see what really be. Let me make sure really be is set up so I can send y'all over there. Is really be live yet? Xavier, is she live yet? Let me send y'all over there because I know she's going live today. She hit me up earlier. Let me send y'all over there. Over there. Over there. Send the word. Send the word over there. Okay. Which one is the right one? I see two lives for her. Wait. What's today? The 9th? That's a 9 o'clock, so that's not the right one. Oh, really be. Oh God. Okay. Is this the right one? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's the right one. All right. So listen. Um. Well, Cornell West is running. What party is he? He's not running from the. He's running independent. No, I found it. She had two lives. She had one about Miss Cohen, and then it was one about somebody else. I forgot. It's one at 9 o'clock, and then one at 7 o'clock. Um, Listen, I hope y'all had fun today. I definitely wanted to, like I said, I wanted to give y'all the story about Roger Fortson. That was definitely important to me today. I wanted to give y'all the story about Kim Godwin from ABC News, and I certainly wanted to do that story about the teacher in the classroom because I'm sure y'all wanted my opinions on that. Listen, I may or may not be live tomorrow. I got a lot of work that I got to do. I have a workshop that I got to present on Saturday morning. So Silly Saturday will probably it'll be a Silly Saturday will be Saturday night and not Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna have Silly Saturday, but it'll be Saturday evening. It won't be Saturday at its normal time because I got something to do from 8 to 12. I got to present a whole workshop um and lecture series from 8 to 12. So I'm part of a lecture series that I got to do from 8 to 12. So, but it'll be late Saturday night. So just know it'll be Saturday evening. If you're looking for silly Saturday, it's gonna be Saturday evening. I'm just letting you know that now. So don't act surprised. I'm telling you now. Anybody got an issue with that? Right, silly Saturday night. Oh, that mean we could do a little more. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm real hungry. And I got some shit to do at 7 o'clock. And as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions. Let me put up my contribution link. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Y'all don't be shy making contributions. I know I don't really ask for contributions like that, but we sure don't turn them down. You know, we work hard over here, and it's a labor of love. Um, so don't shy away if you feel so inclined. I always say if you enjoy yourself somewhere, don't be shy about letting your voice be heard and you know, showing the people that you love them. Let the people know you can throw the people a few dollars and things like that. Eat some calamari and crackers. Calamari and crackers, is that a thing? I love calamari, but calamari and crackers. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. I'm finna send y'all over there to really be, and y'all can sit in the chat and talk amongst yourselves in the chat because I gotta go. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.